Hey, good morning, everybody. Hey, this is Sherman. Um, I've had some interesting thing happen this last week or so, and just want to kind of share those thoughts with you right now. Many of you know that I had a shoulder surgery back in February, and it was pretty painful time. As a matter of fact, guys, to tell you the truth, when I the next day after the surgery, I said to my wife, I said, Lord, just take me right now because I this is it. I've never had so much pain in my life, and the last couple of weeks have been pretty painful. I had some adjustment periods where I've had to go through some adjustments. But one of the things that occurred to me during this whole time of convalescing and now going to physical therapy and everything else is what what do the two things have in common? The physical therapy and life. What do they have in common? And I try to relate those two things all the time. And um, one of the things that occurred to me is that there's often a lot of pain that comes before you have a breakthrough in life. Even in life, yeah, and you'll generally have a lot of pain that really is associated with life. Some things that scar you and they mark you and they change you in such a way because frankly, guys, if you didn't have any pain or any resistance in life, you wouldn't really have much life at all. They say that even a ship needs resistance in order to float. If a ship had no resistance, guess what? It wouldn't float. It just literally would not even float at all, and it wouldn't move forward. So you need that pain, you need that resistance in order to move forward in life. Uh, the second thing that occurred to me as I was going through my convalescence is that right now my shoulder, and it's my right shoulder, is doesn't have the full range of motion. So what my doctors do is they give me a workout regimen, and they sometimes have to really kind of push the uh, the joint so it straightens out all the way. Okay, because right now it doesn't straighten out all the way, and so my therapist, I have two therapists. One's a male, and one's a female. And my male therapist, a lot bigger guy, you would think would be the one who would really push me harder. But really, it's the female therapist who actually probably pushes me even harder than the male one does. And literally, I felt her entire weight on me last week and the week before that, um, and just trying to stretch out the muscle and trying to move it forward. And really, that relates to life also. Is that you're going to feel the pressure, you're going to feel that weight, you're going to feel that pushing against you in order to try to get you to a place where you're actually usable. Because really, unless I get that weight on my shoulder, unless I get that resistance, that pushing, and literally the full weight of that therapist on there, I'm not going to be able to use this arm the way I was before. And so I need that. So I'm trying not to run away from it. As a matter of fact, I'm trying to embrace the pain and embrace the feeling that I'm getting through this, even though it's very uncomfortable. And sometimes, you guys, in life, that's what's going to be. You're going to be in uncomfortable positions where you're just not going to like it. You know, but you can't run away from those things. Right now, for Linda and I, as we're going through life, we're finding ourselves in a place where we've had to change some things financially because with the shoulder and with all the changes, everything, things have really changed for us. But we've taken the road where we're saying, you know what, we're going to position ourselves so that we are not so heavily impacted, and that we really find ourselves in the same position that we've seen a lot of our friends in. Excuse me. So, but is it comfortable? No. And that's why we're actually in a new office right now because we've had to change ourselves even even where we live in order to continue to move forward because we don't want to move backwards and we've seen a lot of friends move backwards and it's just we really don't feel like that's the Lord's will for our life that we move backwards, but that we see the signs of the time and we move forward, and that's going to be one of the things that you're going to find in life too. is that you're going to have to be able to read the signs of the times and move forward. Well, that's a different subject completely, but I thought I'd throw that in. The last thing that I'd like to just kind of throw out there to you is that during this time where we've been working convalescing and the shoulder and everything else, is I'm starting to have to lift weights now, and you know I'm a fairly strong guy, you guys. I mean I'm a little over 39 now. Yeah, I'm a little over 39 years old, but I'm still pretty strong, and oh, that's a joke for those of you who know how old I really am. But I think I'm pretty strong. But when the girls told me, hey, do you want to start lifting weights? They didn't go out and get the 50-pound dumbbells. You know, they didn't go out and get the 300, 400-pound bench presses and say, go ahead and start that. You know what they started me out on? Is they started me out on 3-pound weights, 2-pound weights. Okay? And they said, well, Sherman, is that too light for you? And you know what? There was a pride involved in this, and I said, you know what? I was going to say, oh, it's way too light for me. Let's go for the bigger weights. But you know what? I've done this before, you guys, where I've said, you know what? Pride is welled up in me, and I said, no, the 3 pound is just fine. I want to go ahead and start off slow and build up. And really, in life, that's what you're going to have to do too. Sometimes you're not going to be able to just jump in there with all your feet in there at the same time and just start flailing around because you're going to sink. Start and set reasonable expectations for yourselves. Hit attainable goals for yourself. Set yourself up for success rather than set yourself up for failure. And I believe life will go a lot easier for you. Anyways, this is Sherman. Excuse me. Got to go off to therapy this morning. I've got to be there fairly quickly. But I really hope that you gain something from this. I hope that you go away with this and use some of the things that I've been talking about this morning. And hopefully we will see you tomorrow. I'm going to try to get this in on a morning basis again. And I hope you really enjoy this. I'll talk to you later. Okay? We'll see you later. Bye bye.